Hello everyone, and thank you for listening or watching 2Gs in a Pod. If you are listening on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get podcasts, please do us a huge favour and give us 5 stars. It really does help out.
And if you're watching on YouTube, please remember to like the video and subscribe. Smash the like button.
Smash it! I've always...
Smash!
Like, don't... If you're thinking about doing it dainty, fucking beat, smash it!
And we hope you enjoy the episode.
Oh, right, you'd like me to start?
I always like you starting. I'm insecure. Well, to be fair, I've been thinking about something all week for this podcast. Okay. I had a dream.
Alright, Martin Luther.
Yeah. not as progressive for the world, this dream. I had a dream, and before I go into the dream, I just want to confirm with you and the people listening or watching this podcast, there's going to be no judgment here, right?
I mean, there will be, yes, yeah. Of course there will be. That's what happens every week.
I think that's kind of what I'm here to do.
You say something and I judge it. So I withhold judgment quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like last time when you said that Ailey was in the appointment with you with your penis, I was like, that's crazy.
Do you think that's crazy?
I think that's insane. Why was she in the room?
I need her there.
See, that's nuts.
Because I also think as well...
I would never have Laura in the room for that. It's between me and the doc.
Really?
And maybe the student that's also learning how to draw a cock.
See, I'm scared he's going to think I'm a dirty pervert lying about my knob. So I'm like, I'm here with my fucking...
Bring a witness.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm quite clearly not a perv. This girl's with me.
Sure.
But then
unless that's part of the kink.
Yeah.
I like people to watch. Yeah.
It's like, no, a cuck would be if it was her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had this dream. And
by the way, everyone loves to hear about other people's dreams.
Other people's dreams. Okay. So, well, this one I think's a bit of a doozy.
Good word.
I had a dream that I became the first ever man in the world to become pregnant.
Well, that's already happened. That was a huge story ages ago.
Well, not that huge.
It was massive. It
didn't make it to me.
News. Yeah, sure.
A man did become pregnant. Oh, yeah. Piss.
Yeah.
Piss. That's kind of shat on the whole thing.
The first story of that. I think it was a trans.
Where was he from? Do you know where he was from?
America.
Right. Okay. But even like a trans man, that's like a medical marveling. That's good.
There was also a movie in the 80s. Was it fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger gets pregnant?
No.
Is that a thing?
Oh.
I feel like it is a thing.
The only mad Arnold Schwarzenegger film that I'm familiar with is when he did Twins with DeVito.
Right. Okay. That's the only movie of
that and Jingle All the Way. What a Christmas film.
That's the two.
Those are the two.
Terminator?
I think he played a robot thing. Oh yeah, Terminator. That was
a robot thing. Arnold Schwarzenegger pregnant.
So I proper loved it. So like the whole dream was about me.
Yeah, it's called Junior. Look, Danny DeVito's in the movie.
Oh wow, he did a lot with DeVito, didn't he?
Yeah. DeVito looks good there, man.
Yeah, he still does.
38% on Rotten Tomatoes, so you know,
pretty
I
good.
Also would never say tomato before.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Jesus, I went full Yankee Doodle there. So you got pregnant and you enjoyed it.
Well, because it boosted my career.
Yeah, of course.
So I had this whole special on it, and fuck me, people went.
Yeah.
I punted some tickets as a pregnant man.
But that would be it. Do you know what I mean?
That was the lower end of the dream. Was the end of the me dream trying to do more just comedy stuff. Right, okay, here's just a special, and people were like heckling. Talk about your baby.
Talk about your baby.
And I was like, no, I'm talking about my dick this time.
Right.
And they didn't like it, and they were booing.
So even in your wildest dreams, you're getting heckled, and your career doesn't.
Salads. It just was all horrible. I got all the heckles. I hate them all. But also, what led me to think was because I still did enjoy that. Would you take something incredibly strange? Would you choose to have something incredibly unique happen to you so you could become ultra successful?
I suppose it depends, really, doesn't it? Because it's like I said, you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be the person that does that.
But then you boom, though.
Typecast. I'm pretty sure some people that are like typecast or known for one thing are fairly happy.
Yes.
I think I probably would be fine with it.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
I mean, you think...
I was very fine with it in the dream.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Very fine with it.
Like, and then you can always rebrand and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, for ages, like, what's his name? Neil Patrick Harris couldn't get anything because everyone thought of him as Doogie Howser.
Yeah, of course.
And then eventually got stuff. Niles from Frasier.
Yeah.
I've been watching Frasier recently.
Yeah.
And fucking hell, it's still fucking
great.
brilliant. It's
great,
so
great.
funny. It's such a good, like, it's character comedy is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
they're all insane people.
Yeah.
Which is fun. But he's now just got a new acting job, and it's 10 years since Frasier ended.
Yeah.
It's maybe even longer than that, probably. And he was talking about that. He's like, but he's basically playing Niles again.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm fine with it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I've
not been doing loads for a while, and I'm
Yeah.
fine with this again.
I always had that theory as well, because Daniel Radcliffe obviously wanted to be an actor, and after Harry Potter was going to be immeasurably hard for him.
Yeah.
I think he had a little conversation with his agent or whatever, going, right, how can I possibly remove myself from the Harry Potter franchise? And they went, well, we've got this offer for a role on the West End.
Yeah, you got to get your knob out.
You're going to have to get your knob out and fuck a horse, Dan.
Yeah.
And he went, I mean, that will remove me.
Yeah.
That will remove me from the wizarding world. And to be fair, nailed it.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Knob out West End.
Yeah.
Artsy knob out, though. Not
Yeah.
not Pornhub knob out.
So many people have seen that guy's knob. It's crazy.
I have.
Have you?
Of course.
What do you mean, course? Did you go see the play or
No,
did you see
Google
a photo?
images.
You Googled it
Of course.
of his cock.
100%. 100%. I think I typed in Daniel Radcliffe, Equus. Nothing came up. So then went knob.
Knob. Yeah, went with knob. I'm going to go highbrow first. See if I can get away with it.
Safe search. This is a safe search.
Get away with it.
Could have been looking for tickets. Oops, images accidentally instead of all.
Justin Bieber on holiday. Well, it's just him on holiday. Give us his knob then.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Beach. I'll just do beach. And then, no, it's not
Orlando Bloom paddleboard.
Yeah. Fucking
For God's sake.
Yes.
Orlando Bloom, Katy Perry, knob. There. You've made me do it, Google.
Well done. And thank you for giving it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course I looked.
Yeah.
Of course I looked.
Yeah.
It was like the same thing when everyone found out about Joel Dommett.
No,
Yeah,
you were gonna go
straight
Dommett's
to the images.
I accidentally showed Joel Dommett's knob on a stream once.
You told this story.
I told it on here. I was looking for good hair.
Good hair.
Comedians are good hair. And
everyone on Twitch is like,
and I went,
whoa.
Joel Dommett. I just searched
get,
Joel Dommett hair or something. And everyone was like, what? And I was like, because there was a photo of him topless. I mean, it's just a nipple. And then
a male nipple,
like
as well.
right next to it, knob. And I
Oh,
was
no.
like, that is
the
bad.
cartoon explosives that would have come out of you there. Oh, good golly
God,
gosh.
no, knob! Knob!
You shouted penis, didn't you?
Penis,
Penis!
Yeah. There's a clip of it somewhere. But I mean, I think I deleted it because I went, I don't want that going out.
Yeah.
Me shouting penis.
Yeah, that's not the thing you want to go fucking viral for.
It's like, people often
Tag
go,
Joel
I wonder,
in
I wonder how I'd react in a crisis situation, like if something's going wrong, or if you're getting mugged or something like that. If you were like or if you face adversity.
Yeah.
When I was confronted with a penis, I just shouted penis, close, instead of going, oh right, okay. Geez.
Oh God, sorry about that, gang.
Yeah.
So scroll.
Oh golly, that's a bit embarrassing. I just went no.
What would happen? So let's say you become pregnant and you become a megastar. No,
Yeah.
For any other reason, you become big. People know who the fuck Gareth Waugh is.
Yeah.
And then, oopsie daisy, the hackers fucking went into your cloud.
I don't think there's many dick pics in the cloud, unfortunately.
Don't.
What do you mean?
You and me are closer than that.
I've been with Laura for over 10 years.
We are. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying to strange to her.
I think when you're single, it's a dick pic thing. Like that, but especially
I guess.
when you're sexting or whatever, then you maybe do it. But I haven't sent a dick pic.
When I started the relationship, there was some saucy texts.
Yeah.
But there hasn't been one recently.
Yeah, of
You
course.
are right. It would be strange.
See
when you're home, we'll be waiting.
Yeah, I had a Sony Ericsson Walkman phone when I got together with Laura. There was no dick pics going on.
Right, okay, well, let's just say in this hypothetical world, there is.
Right.
There's one, and it fucking goes everywhere.
Right.
How do you think you would react to the world seeing your form?
First of all,
That's
you'd be
aggressive.
First of all, you'd be embarrassed, and there'd be shame. But then I think you've just got to lean into it. I think Joel dealt with it perfectly by just leaning into it and being like, well, you've all seen my penis.
Yeah, gotta own it.
Whatever. Yeah.
Gotta own it.
And that's the thing. When we go to the naked sauna when we're in Austria and stuff.
Yeah.
People sometimes, if a comedian's never been there before, they are self-conscious in that, and they're maybe just cautiously getting their clothes off and stuff as they go in. And you're you just got to go in. You are what you are. It's not changing now.
Of course.
Don't be embarrassed. We've all got one.
Yeah, good for you.
It's fine.
I think I'd fucking...
I'm acting like I'm more comfortable in my body than I am. I am absolutely not. Yesterday, I looked at myself in the mirror and went, what a strange shaped human you are.
No. I am a odd shape.
I have no arse at all. It's concave.
I've got a long arse. I've got too long an arse.
Too long an arse.
Mate, it starts halfway up my back. It really does.
Really?
Honest to God. If I stood up now and pointed to you on my back where arse starts, you'd be going, that's insane. That's too high.
It looks like my arse is like, you know when you take off glasses and you flip them around and look that way? And everything's like, it looks like just the arse is that though. It's insane. It's crazy, tiny little arse. Like,
crazy,
it's like
tiny
an optical
little
illusion. It
That doesn't make you a weird shape. Just because you've got a small little bum.
It does a bit.
Nah.
Have you ever seen the photo that went viral? It was like a little dog standing up on the couch. It's like a little French bulldog, and it's like men over 30 wearing skinny jeans. Like, it's me. That's me. That is shit. If this ever becomes a clip, I'll link the little photo.
100%.
And it's so me. It's
Pop
so
it
me.
there.
Yeah.
Funny, man.
It's
But
a bad arse, unfortunately.
So yeah, I think I would take something worldly, odd, and unusual happening to me to benefit my career.
Wow.
And I don't know if I'm necessarily proud of myself for knowing that.
Yeah, it's mentally not a great place to be.
It's not, but I have to be honest, that is where I am. That's what I felt anyway from that dream. I woke up kind of gutted I wasn't pregnant.
I love those dreams when you wake up and you're gutted the thing hasn't happened.
Oh, Ailey's still here.
The amount of time I
Yeah.
get money in a dream and I wake up and I go, oh, there's that grand. And I go, oh, no, there's not. And it's all, we'll give her a grand. We'll give her millions. Just a grand would make things easier.
That's even sadder, I think, than in fact it's just like 1K.
Yeah, you're pregnant. Your whole life's changed. You're bringing life into the world. You're a father, the first ever father-mother.
You're opening a top drawer going, no grand in there.
Fuck, I thought there was still a grand kicking about. I was going to pay off some debt.
Do you remember any like mad dreams you've ever had?
Wow, what a open book question. I don't know. Like the ones I always go to is like the sleep paralysis stuff. That's always pretty fucked up.
True.
I've never. The worst dream that I get every year is usually about this time actually, where I wake up in the dream, and it's the Fringe. It's day one of the Fringe, but I'm where I'm at now in terms of preparing for the show. So it's like I've woken up and it's like, right, Gareth, for show, and I go,
I haven't
what the fuck?
done
I've not done it. People are like, yeah, people are coming. People are coming to see the show. Where are you? And I'm like, oh no. And I get it maybe 3 or 4 times before the Fringe that, and it freaks me out, and I have to start working hard.
Fuck yeah.
To be like, let's get this fucking ready.
I mean, hey, some people would call that a process if it fucking works. You've had 4 very successful runs at the Fringe. If you've had those dreams every time, fuck it. If
3
it ain't
solos
broke,
I've had.
if it ain't broke,
yeah. Well, the last show was.
I'd say
good.
4 successful runs, 3 solos, and when we did Stand Rising,
Oh,
that
of
was
course,
also
yeah,
a
forgot all
successful.
about that. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the last show at all though. So
Really?
Yeah, oh god, it was bad. Not my best at all. So
Oh wow, still sold very well.
Yeah,
still made bank.
hey, made the money. Unlucky fuckers.
The Wall
I
will
got
be
your
performing
cash.
at the Edinburgh Fringe again this year.
I was thinking about something we could talk about, which
Come
is what's like the dumbest thing you sort of believed as a kid? Like there was like something you just like fully believed.
That's a good question.
So for me, you know those planes you see in the sky and they've got like a white trail behind them, which people think are chemtrails or whatever. Like that's a conspiracy. When I was younger, I used to think those were like the cloud police, and they were out making more clouds because there wasn't enough clouds in the sky. They're like, "Fuck, we better get up there and make some clouds."
Fucking hell, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, why are the police making more clouds?
I don't know. I didn't know how everything worked. I just knew there wasn't enough, and they were out there and they were clearly making clouds. That was a cloud behind
So you
them.
didn't think it was like the cloud makers? You thought it was the cloud police?
Well, I thought that was probably their term. Yeah, I thought that was probably their job role.
We'll call
Like
them
the police
cloud
in the
police.
sky, they're like, "Fuck, there's not enough clouds. Get the boys up."
Did you ever think they would like? They were going after the plane, going, "You're taking away all the clouds, man!" and like arrest them. Did you think?
No, it was never about arresting.
It's not that mental.
It was
It's
just
not that,
about.
no, it was just the
I
being
just saw the
police.
trail and I went, right, there's obviously not enough clouds today.
So the cloud police
So they're out making some
to
more.
make some.
Yeah.
clouds.
Like I heard about that. I was listening to a podcast and it was called Kid Logic. It was This American Life, and it was basically instances where kids were kind of smart, but also like it was adorably dumb.
Yes.
So like there's a kid sitting in an airport and he's watching the planes taking off, and then he gets on the plane and he turns to his parents and go, "When do we get smaller?" And they were like, "What?" And he went, "When do we get smaller?" Because he'd been watching the planes take off and going into the distance and getting small. So he thought they were going to shrink in the plane.
I mean,
It's good.
it makes sense,
Yeah,
but also
yeah.
fucking idiot.
Idiot, you stupid idiot. What are you talking about?
It's getting further away. It's not getting smaller.
These cows
you
are close.
fucking cred.
Those ones are far away. That's what happened. It was fucking Father Dougal. But yeah, it was like all stuff like
I don't
that.
know if I had anything like that. I mean, I would have. I definitely would have. But it's not coming back to me.
No.
I probably still believe them. That's why it's not coming back to me.
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably
true.
still, I call them beliefs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I'll be the first man to get pregnant. That's what I believed when I was a child.
I mean, I've always kind of thought that I could own a tiger.
Right, okay.
And
I mean, you still
it wouldn't
could.
hurt me.
There's apparently people in Scotland that own tigers.
Can be.
Apparently there is.
Can be.
It's crazy to think there's
Like
people
in their
out there.
gaff?
Yeah, in their gaff. Apparently there's some...
like fucking airship.
I don't know where, but they're like listed.
Google.
Yeah,
Oh,
Google.
Google.
There's there was like something like 25
Oh,
big
God, Daniel
cats.
Radcliffe knob just popped up. Sorry.
In the meantime, I'll get up a brain teaser for you because we'll do the next
Right.
one.
Okay. Fuck.
on
We
the
can't
old
both be
list.
googling same
No,
time.
no, I've got it already.
Oh, right. Okay. Sweet.
So we're going to move on to whatever the next one and that was.
Scottish tiger owners.
Yeah, I guess so. That was what you said. My nan used to own a monkey. Well, not my nan. I think it was my nan's
Oh,
grand.
that's fucking crazy.
That it's
Oh, my
tiger.
nan had a monkey, by the way.
Yeah,
BT dubs.
Oh.
Well, we're on it.
I've spoke to her loads about it. I'm obsessed with this.
So your nan,
Yeah, in Ayrshire.
gran.
Well, her gran, I think it was.
And
Or
it was
maybe her
Ayrshire?
Annie, yeah.
my little joke plays going, there's not going to be a tiger kicking
It was
about
Ayrshire.
Ayrshire.
Yeah, it was
She had a
Ayrshire.
fucking, what sort of
She had
monkey?
a monkey. I don't know. It was like chained up outside. And I remember she said she snatched a banana off it or something that had stole off her. And just some of the stories they would tell were not. She was like, "Oh, I hated it." She'd always say that.
I have argued that. Tell you what, that's something that I've believed since childhood. Because I remember there was a fucking Dane Cook bit,
Yeah.
which isn't a great start to the story, but he did this bit about every man in the world wants to own a monkey.
Yeah, God, that's
See?
so
Right,
true.
right. Okay, and all of my fucking friends went, that is 100% on the head.
Yeah.
I would fucking love to own a monkey. And I, from day one, went, I think I'd fucking hate owning a monkey.
I think everyone
it
would.
I think it would be terrifying. Sometimes I open like the front door going, I hope there's not a cat here to shoo it. Imagine opening the front door and there's just a monkey just fucking jumping on you and you have to fucking punch it in the face.
You have
and
to
fucking,
punch monkeys at all.
I think you definitely will have to punch a couple of monkeys. If you
What
want
kind
a
of monkey are we
monkey,
talking about? And you're
capuchin to
you're
fucking
thinking, that's what I'm
orangutan.
thinking straight right. So when you're talking about punching the monkey,
Yeah,
are
a
you
little
picturing
cute
a
capuchin.
capuchin?
A little cute
It's so
capuchin
small.
monkey. Yeah.
Your whole fist is like the size of their head. You can tell it if you punched
Oh,
it.
God, would you?
Well, I don't know.
Slap. Can I change the like, bad capuch?
Oh, I don't know if that's fine at all.
If it's attacking you. I'm not saying there's like a
Yeah.
greeting, like it's on the couch going, what up? And I just fucking run over and beat the shit
Yeah.
out of it. Like,
What's up,
it's
Bobo?
on me. Yeah, yeah, it's on me.
Yeah,
I think they'd be sprightly, very aggressive creatures.
They are very aggressive creatures, and that's why nobody should have them as a pet.
I agree.
But I did look up. I remember in 6th year in school, looking up how much it would be to get a like monkey like Ross and friends, and it was about 10 grand. And I was like, that's fairly doable. Like if I save, if that's what I really want, I feel like I could get that. Insane thought, obviously, in 6th year when I was working in Scotland. Oh, monkey! I wanted a monkey so bad.
Well, this is it. I think every man, at some part of every man bar me, a little bit of them goes, I'd fucking love to own a monkey.
You would have loved it, but honestly, the reality of owning a monkey, I think, would be so bad. Like, it would not be fun. Like, it'd be stressful. I think it'd be worse than a baby, for sure, or, like, any other big responsibility like that.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when we first got Harris, when he was a pup. It was great, obviously, but he was just there all the time.
Yeah,
I remember
of
being
course.
like, oh, fucking,
Imagine a
can I
baby.
have a minute?
Imagine
Yeah.
a fucking baby.
Imagine a baby monkey. I think a monkey's worse than a baby because, like, a baby just kind of lies about.
Yeah.
You catch all its shit in a nappy or whatever, boop, get that in the
Yeah,
bin.
yeah.
A monkey's like running about, fucking pulling your hair.
Yeah,
and
you
shit,
would. You would not get a
just
moment's
wrecking the
rest.
place, and you're like, oh my god, please, just 5 minutes.
Imagine
leave me.
like the new fucking amazing game coming out, and you going, all I want is an hour to sit down and
Yeah,
play this
yeah.
game. And there's a
That's mostly where my
monkey
head
throwing
goes with
shit at you.
Yeah, with
Literally,
responsibility. Actual
that's
shit.
harder than any boss battle in any
Yeah.
game. That dodging the shit that the monkeys throw
Yeah,
at you.
yeah. God, and also, like, see if a little capuchin's throwing a jobby at you, you'd be like, do you want to play this game, cunt? Because my job is
they pack a
bigger.
punch. Yeah, yeah.
I'll eat fucking Mexican food all tonight, and then tomorrow I'll fucking get you.
I'll fuck you up, motherfucker.
Yeah. and then we'll see who the fucking alpha is.
Yeah, no, 100%. I can't find the
stats
the people
tigers
that apparently own tigers, but I found this horrific headline: family of Scots mauled to death by tiger.
Oh golly!
Hits back at zoo though, so yeah, that's the zoo.
Back at the zoo.
What would you Google? Scottish family tiger?
I've put big cat owners UK.
Oh right, yeah.
So I'll just put how many at the start of that.
Big cat owners, Scotland.
There are currently 200 wild cats and 50 big cats licensed to be kept privately. There's 4 tigers in Lincolnshire, 3 cheetahs in Cumbria, and 6 clouded leopards in Cornwall. That is fucking insane.
That's madness. That's actually madness.
There's somebody in their house right now with a fucking cheetah kicking about.
Not there just actually can't be though. I mean, I know there is, but that's just insane.
It's so funny, like.
I find it stressful, like when you come around here or when the cats were here, and like the back door would be open for a second. I'd be like, oh, one of the cats might get out, mate. Just be careful. Imagine it was a fucking don't let the cheetah.
Oh, don't let the cheetah because he's so fast. I'll never catch him.
You won't get him back. You won't get him back. A cheetah, famously.
Yeah.
That cheetah's gone.
So quick. They're so quick.
Do you think they're happy as well? They can't be.
The cats.
Yeah.
It's a tough moral question, that one. I don't think they're probably happy in zoos, but then again, they've never known anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's a moral quandary that people debate
all
the time. So who knows? But I always think about stuff like that like the stuff going on. It's just so crazy that it's incomprehensible. Like that there is somebody with a fucking leopard in their lounge, or like even them, like the outside world to everyone, just so different. Remember that guy on Question Time when the Labour politician was like, "You're in the top 5% of earners," and he was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." And she was like, "How much do you earn?" And he was like, 85 grand a year. And she was like, "You're in the top 5."
For
and
sure.
he was just like, "That's fucking lies." And he's like screaming at his politician. And then that's why I think our voting gets so skewed.
Yeah.
They're like, right, we need to vote for these people. Like, you don't really know what's going on outside.
Yeah. I mean, fucking hell. Good big point there.
Yeah. Actually, pleased with myself.
Not very, very good. I was like, "Oh, you fucking cunt. We're talking about leopards a second ago."
Cuds on and monkeys. To this guy.
Here's actually what is wrong with this country.
This guy's so unaware of his own wage. I mean, if you've got 85 grand, you've got to have a tiger. Come on. It's 85 grand a year. Come on, you can afford it.
Right, okay, well, that's sparking to that lane then. If you were, now be genuine, right? So you win Euro Millions. I'm going to give you 24 mil.
Right, nice.
First thing you buy.
Property, I'd say.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Just get a house. Get yourself mortgage free.
Okay, what's the first fun thing you buy?
I think, for me personally, it would have to straight away just be a Porsche again. Because because of everything that happened with the last one.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd need to just get it and then just be like, well, motherfuckers, guess who's back?
Yeah. Playing fucking, exactly. Fucking boys are back in town.
It wouldn't even be like my dream car, but I'd have to get that specific one.
Yeah.
I'd probably even get like an 05.
Yeah, you'd get the same one. You'd get the same one. You'd find the guy that has that year-old one. Like, give me that.
I want that back.
That one.
Because it's like, it just reminds you where you came from, I guess.
Yeah. Fucking...
That, I think that would be exactly it. Teeth would be next. I'd get some new teeth.
Right, Kate. I honestly, this says so much more about me than it does you.
Collect some teeth?
I thought you would just be collecting teeth,
I'd
mate.
collect some teeth.
I was like, what the fuck are you buying teeth for?
No, I would get new teeth in my
I thought
head.
like you'd mean like maybe like you'd buy a saber-tooth tiger tooth.
Oh, right, yeah.
And like a bunch of like crazy teeth.
Get it on a necklace.
Yeah, I thought you'd be a teeth guy in your fucking Porsche.
Yeah, with my shirt open.
Yeah, fucking Hawaiian flow shirt open with just like a teeth necklace. Like, I went fucking full mental.
I keep cocaine in the little tooth.
Wow! Just fucking bombing it.
Then an arse implant, probably. Get the rich guy arse. I want to be comfortable no matter where I'm sitting.
That's not a thing, rich guy arse.
Oh yeah, it is for sure. In my head, it is. And then I think I'd like artificially inseminate myself to become the first pregnant man.
Oh, he's taking my dream.
I used to do a joke about winning the lottery.
Yeah.
Where I said that I would first thing I would do is I would get a sex change and become a beautiful woman, and then I would hire a private investigator to track down bully from school, and then find out what they were into, and it's like, oh, he likes golf, and I'd start getting golf lessons. Then I'd meet him on the course, and I'm like hitting beautiful, and he's like, who is this vixen? Nailing the ball 400 yards, and we'd fall in love, and then we'd have kids, and then like on my deathbed, I'd just say to him, Craig, it's been Gareth the whole time. Who's gay now? That was the whole bit. Who's gay now?
Who's gay now?
And then I think I ended that joke by going, Gareth, you fool, I've known it was you the whole time. And I was like, oh no, true love!
Oh no, true love. Oh, more punchlines should be, oh no, true love.
Oh no, true love.
And then it's just about, and then the next year, our show's just about you and your partner Craig being in love madly together.
Yeah.
Funny, man. I have no fucking clue. I
wonder if that joke
so
would be
many
considered
stupid things that I would want.
anti-trans now.
Absolutely not.
I don't think so, because it isn't. It's like it's just getting back at a bully very funny who called me gay like 20 years ago.
It's so insanely silly.
But yeah, I think that's the thing, the silliness. But I don't know if it like maybe dehumanizes anyone going through the change or whatever.
No, not at all.
I hope not.
It's so incredibly silly. Like the whole thing is, it's so hypothetical and so out there. It's preposterous. Yeah. No one would ever do this. It's absolutely preposterous. I kind of had the same thing about when the Rebecca joke that I did. I kind of thought, oh fuck, is this gonna be maybe be misconstrued? Oh, that's actually a very funny story, but fuck it, I'll tell it.
Yeah, go on.
There was one night, and it was like it was fucking a wonderful moment for me. We're hanging out with name drop Sloss.
Oh yeah,
and we were back at his.
I don't ever consider that a name drop. I know it is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know.
For like. But it's like
I just had
it'd be like if I was hanging out with my mate Nick, name drop.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. Well, shush.
It's just a guy.
Off. Yeah. It was kind of, for me at the time, I wasn't, that close with him.
Yeah,
I'd like gigged with him a few times and like been back to his for like New Year's parties or whatever. But I'd never like, I wouldn't be like, hey, I wouldn't be texting him on the regs. Like, hey, what up, Dan? So I was around at his one time, and we were all talking. There was like a few of us. I think you were there. And we were just like talking about certain bits that like stick out, and you're like, that's just such a fucking great bit.
Yeah.
And then Sloss said to me, he was like, someone told me your bit about Rebecca.
It would have been me. 100% would have been me. I love that bit.
Yeah, right. And he was so complimentary of it, and it meant so much to me. And then he was like, I could do that joke back to you. That's how much I liked that joke. And then he did it back to me.
It was another joke.
Entirely wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, just sitting there going, if this is what I said, I think I'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And I was just there going, yeah, that is funny, right?
That's so good.
At one point, he calls it what I think just in his. I don't know if this should be podcastable, and if not, we can snip. We'll cut it there, and we'll go on to the new thing. But if we can, we'll keep it.
Yeah.
At one point, so it was like me going, if I was born a girl, I'd suck so much dick. I'd fuck you. Thanks for coming. That's like the big payoff. But early in the joke, I go, there's two things I know about Rebecca. Thing number one, she's a big girl.
Yeah.
I actually now change that to she's got gout, because I talk about having gout earlier.
Yeah.
Which works better. But I said before, she's a big girl, because, I don't think that's a male or female specific thing.
Sure.
I fucking love crisps, right?
Yeah.
That's going nowhere. And Dan was like, yeah, if I was born a girl, I'd be a big fat slut. And I was like,
that's funny, actually.
That's never the word.
It's really if you were to I know she's a big fat slut like me. That's funny.
I laughed, but I was like, that's not the terminology.
It's not like slut shaming or anything.
Well, exactly.
Like that at all. That's calling yourself a slut.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's it. It's like
really
in
funny.
The hypothetical world, if I was a girl, I would be. What's it called when you're like sex positive? I would be a sex positive female, and I'd be out there grabbing dick.
Guys say this and have done for years. They always say shit like that. Like, like when you say that, it's such a funny thing that guys are like, I would just fuck everything. It's like, that's not how it works at all.
Not at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
I'd just be like, fuck. I
know. Every guy would say yes, so I take that all.
Yeah.
Of course, that's absolutely not how it works.
And all those people, I'm like...
But also, there's a bit of me that goes, that's kind of how it works.
Yeah. When people say that, I'm like, I think you're maybe bi.
Yeah.
And you don't realise.
Oh, for sure.
Because you could be like that. You don't... It's not like you're... Because they're always like, oh, God, if I was a woman... Like, they're like... almost.
Yeah. It's almost like angry. They're like, oh, well, give me the chance, and I would seize it.
It feels like hard luck to them.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
If in another world when I was born the way I should have, it's like, okay, let's really
I think
unpack.
You've got some stuff to really look deep in yourself and address. You need to address this.
Or maybe
there was so many points where I was like, I must be at least a bit gay. Like, there must be a bit of gay in me. I've said so many things
it's a spectrum, mate.
Like, exactly. I've said so many things, and genuinely, I'm like not like ashamed or embarrassed by this at all. But there's been so many things I've said. I was like, yeah, that, like, other people aren't saying these things. Like, when I was like 21, I was at like a party or something, and they were like talking about how many people we've kissed. And I was like, well, I've kissed 6 dudes and I've kissed 4 girls. And they were like, what? You've kissed more dudes than women? I went, yeah, I have.
When you're talking kiss, are we saying full-on pull tongues?
I think 3 of them were.
I think 3 of them and, like, how many of those 3 were a joke?
A joke?
Yeah.
I don't.
Like you did it for a laugh.
I don't. I don't think any of them could be done for like a laugh.
You don't kiss boys for a laugh?
No. Because
at
that point
you were into it.
Because at that point, even if you've said like, this is a laugh," and then you winch someone, like, it's not really a laugh, is it?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what it's always framed as, that like, oh, we just.
I think
it was. Boys
I honestly
explored our sexuality. What a laugh!
I honestly believe what it was people were like, I was just always like people would be like, I bet you wouldn't do this, and I go, what's that matter to me? Of course I will. You think I won't? So I'm getting attention if I do this.
Have you
Come
seen
here, David
the current trends where there's 2 people sat opposite each other and they drop a piece of paper
and see if they can catch it?
Well, either you just go forward, and if you miss the paper, then
I am ahead of you, buddy. Let's play the extreme version with this. That's small.
Yeah.
I'm definitely missing.
So,
I've seen
the whole game is like either you catch the paper, and that's fun, or you kiss, and haha, that's fun. So there was one. It was like these girls playing it, and then it cuts to, and then me and the boys, and the guy drops the paper, and they both wait ages, and then they just kiss.
See that?
Now that let the paper drop for ages.
I stand corrected. That is kissing for a laugh. That's kissing for a laugh. 100%.
Yeah.
I also had to do it in a play in youth theatre.
Oh right.
Which people were like, I say people. A couple of the parents were like, "That's inappropriate."
You kissed a fella in a play.
Yep. And I was like, I am a true actor. I have no inhibitions.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll fucking kiss.
I would have been terrified to kiss somebody because I went to acting stuff all the time when I was younger, and the thought of kissing anyone,
kissing a girl would be way more scary to me than kissing
probably.
It was for sure,
because then you're no longer acting. Then everything's on the line. But the thought of kissing somebody, like I remember country dancing at school, and for any of our international listeners or watchers, like in primary school, we learned how to Ceilidh dance during PE sometimes, and they really made it like the girls would stand on one side, the boys on the other. And it was really old school. You had to go and ask a girl to dance. Yeah. And that was such a fucking bit of pressure. Because, like...
The teachers must know that is social dilemmas now.
I think it's fucking mental warfare that you're playing with people whose fucking hormones and everything are so high.
It's really fucked.
Like, all your social interactions at school, that's your whole life. That's like huge
100%,
stakes
100%,
for kids.
100%.
To then go, pick a girl. And then, like, so you go, well, I can't pick somebody that I fancy because everyone's going to say I fancy them. And then that's true and that can't come out.
Yep.
And then you're like, well, I can't pick somebody that hates me because then that's the awkward couple of minutes dancing with this person. And, like, just the trauma that you've got to go through for all that. And I'm sure some people were just fine, like, you dance, and they were confident or whatever. But for the little quiet, confident, unconfident lads like you and I, I think it's like
it's hard.
I remember they made us go down on one knee to ask the girls to dance at our school.
That didn't happen to us. We'd be opposite,
one knee and be like, "Can I have this?" And the girls, they said the girls cannot say no, which is also not cool to teach kids.
You don't teach young lads, by the way. If you ask, you get.
Exactly. And if she says no, make her. Grab your partner by the hand, spin her round and round.
That's the most fucking Dennis Reynolds shit. If you ask her to say no and she says no, obviously the answer is no, but she's not going to say no.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of the implication.
I think it's all a bit...
It's really fucked. We never did the
I don't know the correct answer, by the way, to then pairing up children to dance. which is the craziest sentence I've ever
Yeah, maybe don't do it. Maybe don't do it.
But I'm glad I learned it because I love a Ceilidh at a wedding. Love a knees up.
But they always talk you through it before. But then
They
I suppose,
do. Nobody ever has remembered it.
Yeah, no. No one's like Gay Gordon's right. Got it. Why is no one in? Why is no one in that 2 lines?
I do. I think I would know most Ceilidh dances.
I would not. I need.
What about Strip the Willow? Surely.
That's the 2 lines you just go round and round and then in and out. Yeah, I know Strip the Willow.
easy,
Strip the Willow's a piece of piss.
Yeah, everyone loves Strip the Willow.
But because that's what I also didn't like was when one of the dances we dance with multiple, like all the girls. Like you start with your partner, but then you fucking dance, and even if it's just for a second with all of them.
That's not so bad when you switch, because you would go to stomp, stomp, stomp.
No, because here's the thing.
New girl, how's it going?
I'm gonna put you into another era that you might have forgotten about, but I'm sure you will be familiar with, and if not, you've just Danny Zuckered yourself, and I look like a little loser.
Yeah.
But talking of the social etiquette and the hurt that these kids could feel. So when I didn't like it when there was like multiple dancers was because there'd be so many times where like I'd be holding their hands, and then as soon as the dance was done,
yeah, the wipe, you got the wipe.
Broke my fucking heart. I was like, look at her wiping away any evidence of ever touching me.
That's sweaty.
Get this fucking Mutch off me, Jesus! That broke my heart.
Maybe
the wipe.
they put the jumper over their hand.
Yeah, yeah. Just going, you can, but don't touch me.
Like that's
actually fucking fucked.
Social distancing way before we had it.
Yeah, I'm at COVID.
Yeah,
I'm COVID cautious. Yeah. No, that was fucked, mate.
I remember once a girl saying to me,
and then like
why
she'd
is your hand
sleeve for
shaking?
you, and then the boy after you, she'd sleeve out.
Yeah.
You're going, all right, whore.
Yeah. You talk, come on. We've all seen it.
Sleeve up for everyone, come on.
Yeah, sleeve up for everyone. It's such a bad phrase. I remember once holding the girl's hand in Country Dance, and she was like, why's your hand shaking? And I was like, because I'm fucking terrified, Sheila.
Sheila. I'm doubtful her name was Sheila.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Brown, everyone called her, I guess.
Teacher.
Yeah, that's the joke.
The teacher going, why are you nervous, mate?
Yeah, that's the joke that I made there.
I think for an older woman, I'm fine with the other kids, but you, Sheila.
Imagine the teacher
Sheila,
putting her jumper down for you. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh, even Mrs. Brown doesn't want a piece.
She's wiping after her. All right, thanks for the
Right, see you in maths.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's funny, man. So many little social like, so yeah, we'd stand on like either side of the gym hall.
Yeah.
And then they'd go, right, okay, boys. And so all the girls would be sat down, just waiting, just going, okay, come and ask me. And all the boys at the same time,
we would just go into the stampede.
We would just
fucking...
well, I honestly do believe none of us went immediately over. We'd all talk tactics to each other first to be like,
yes, you would.
Okay, boys, go over.
You can't take her because then I've got to take our friend.
Yes,
yeah,
that is 100% what would happen. We'd all like huddle up, boys.
Yeah,
Who's
I
getting
remember there was one kid that used to run
so
and like go down on one day and ask, like he would sprint, and that was funny.
Fair fucks.
And what a great way to play it, because then nobody's making fun. They're like, oh,
kids
how funny, and the girl's just like embarrassed. I mean, that's the downside, is it's very embarrassing for the girl. Having everyone focused on you like that and having to go, yes.
Yeah.
Crazy, actually.
Yeah, it's bonk, innit?
I've got a mate who's a PE teacher at school. I'm going to ask him if that's how they still do it.
Absolutely. That's a shout. Because, yeah, it must be. It must be.
Yeah, I get, because, like, what else? You can't pair them up?
Because, right, here's...
Because if you pair them up, you're then some sort of fucking pedo Cilla Black.
Yeah. Come on, you two work.
You're gonna work. Come on.
Well, that, there's so many times listening back. I listen back to the episode.
Yeah.
And I go, and I enjoy listening back to the episode when I'm editing and going, right, what's the name of the app going to be? This one is in the bank. It's the first time it's been in the bank whilst recording. I go, there's the name of the episode. Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be like a pedo Cilla Black. Episode 18.
Done and dusted.
That's poetry. That's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Could you get the girls to ask? Is that equally?
I think
as muddy?
They should.
Equally as muddy.
I think. I mean, girls are more emotionally mature at that age as well.
That's
it's probably a better idea.
Yeah.
Then the problem is, I don't know, and also like the thing with the girls asking, right? If there's like the kid that nobody wants to dance with, which sadly that's every school, right?
Of course.
That wouldn't be a big deal for them. They would just be a nice person then asking them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I do have
don't have the answers,
a lot more
unfortunately.
faith in the female race than the male race.
Right.
They're not races, I know that.
Yeah.
I have more faith in females than I do males to do the right thing.
Sound like the anti-Jordan Peterson there. Something like that.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
happy to be known as the
great.
anti-Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, better than being the Uncle Jordan Peterson.
Man, that's so fucking funny going down that memory lane there of like, the hand wipe, the fucking sleeve over.
All of
The
that.
social politics involved with all of it
Yeah.
is fucking crazy.
Like all that, mental warfare beforehand. And to then just fucking throw people around.
Well, I guess I never really...
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Fucking get.
I guess, so like, I honestly think I never really grew out of that. And I think that's probably why the idea of like a one night stand to me, and I've spoken about this on Shout Out Debate and Date, and I don't actually know if it still is a podcast now, but comedian Mark Jennings and Rachel Graham had a podcast where they spoke about it. And when I was on there, when I was on that, I said this, I was like, the idea of a one night stand to me was like fucking alien. Like it would, and that's now the perfect analogy. It's always been, if I was that little kid going up to that girl across the gym hall going, you dance, terrified she's going to fucking wipe after.
Wipe after a one night stand.
But I just think I've never really grown out of
I
it.
hope she does wipe after. I think all women should wipe
She
after.
should wipe after.
That's gross if they don't. Oh my god.
Proud of it, mate. Stand by my life choices.
Swamp pussy bitch. Never wipe it away.
Okay, turns out we have a little late contender for name of the episode
absolutely
there.
not. I felt bad saying it.
Swamp pussy bitch.
Yeah. You got to wipe after.
Yeah, of
PSA.
course.
But don't have your sleeve down over it.
Sorry, we didn't even get to this fucking moral question.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, fuck it. Well, we've got maybe 4 or 5 minutes to kill.
Well, let's do it then. Yes. If that's how we're gonna go out on a bang.
Exactly. I'm gonna nail this one as well. I feel it.
Okay. I've lost the one that I used before, but let's have a look. 71 brain teasers for adults and kids. It's just riddles and this sort of stuff. It's like they're almost like jokes. Like this to me feels like Christmas cracker jokes because it's like, what type of cheese is made backwards?
That is a Christmas cracker joke. What type of cheese is made backwards?
Edam.
Edam!
There you go.
Oh, you cunts listening. You didn't think he had that in the locker, but he does.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly that.
Oh, Edam, come on.
Woo! Right, hang on. I hate this one so much. Who is bigger? Mr. Bigger, Mrs. Bigger, or their baby? Who is bigger? Who is bigger? Mr. Bigger, Mrs. Bigger, or their baby?
Right.
I've never enunciated my B's quite so much in my
Who is
entire
bigger?
life.
Mr. Bigger? Mrs. Bigger?
The baby, because he is a little bigger.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I was going to... My brain went to baby.
Yeah, because why are they in there?
Yeah, exactly. Because I was like, well, why are they including him? But
See,
I wouldn't have got that.
These are sort of, I think, Christmas cracker jokes.
Yeah,
is how exactly
like
I would
little figure out the... It was like that. Do you ever play that? Talk again, going back to school and fucking reminiscing. Did you ever play that impossible quiz?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, there was a game on like, I think like Mini Clip or something. One of these websites we played games when you were in school on the computer, and it was called the Impossible Quiz, and it would be shit like put out the fire, and there'd be a fire in the thing, and it would just, the screen would just be a fire, and you're like, well, how the fuck am I putting that out?
You gotta, like,
and then you got to like move the mouse, and there'd be like a bucket of water. It's like, it's all shit like that, and people would be like, this is an impossible quiz. It's not really a quiz though, is it? It's just fuck about with the screen till you figure it out stuff.
Yeah, I've
so it's
put
kind
in
of like
philosophical questions again, and it's stuff like, what is human consciousness? And that's not...
Yeesh.
It's not going to be great. And now, I feel like we've ran out of petrol, and we're now petering towards the end.
Oh, someone's phoning you.
I'm getting a phone call. I'm not going to take it.
Oh, maybe take it.
I'm
maybe
also...
that's how we can end.
It's crazy we went the whole episode without addressing why I'm dressed like this. For the YouTube...
Yeah.
I'm going to play golf after.
Yeah.
And that's one of the golfers ringing me now.
Right, well, let's fucking call that a pod then,
Let's
bitches.
call it a pod.
See you next week. fuck faces.